Yo, what's good, my people? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Josian, and this is Kingdom Sense. Today, we're going to be revisiting a fragrance that I got a little while back. Now, because it was wintertime, I wore it in wintertime, and I stopped wearing it because this is more, for me, is more of a wintertime fragrance. But then the other day, I was like, you know what? I work in an air-conditioned environment. I'm just going to wear it to work. I don't care. And I wore it to work, and I fell in love again with this fragrance. And people were just asking me, women, men, they were just asking me, what do I have on? It was two people that actually bought the fragrance at work while we were at work because they loved it so much. One girl said that this is gonna be her smell. She doesn't even know anything about fragrances, but she just was like, this is gonna be my smell. So the fragrance that we're going to be talking to and revisiting today is going to be Haramain's Amber Oud, and this is going to be the Ruby edition. Okay, now the Ruby edition is a little different than the Rouge edition, and there's a lot of confusion with these because the Ruby edition came out after, and then there was some people that were saying that you couldn't find Rouge that much. Even though you could still find Rouge right now, but you couldn't find Amber Oud Rouge, and they were like, oh, it's because they got a lawsuit, now they had to change the name, blah 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 blah. So I don't know anything about a lawsuit. I haven't heard anything about a lawsuit, but if you didn't know, this is a clone of Baccarat Rouge 540, and if you see that red bottle, gorgeous color, same color as Baccarat Rouge 540. Now this right here, the Ruby edition, is the Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait. This is the clone of the Extrait. I know there's a lot of confusion. This is the clone of the Extrait. This is the one with the bitter almond. This is the clone of the Extrait. The Baccarat Rouge 540 EDP clone is the Amber Oud Rouge edition. Okay. So what can I say about this fragrance? Same thing I say about the Baccarat Rouge 540. It is like such a different, like, it's so different. Now, right now is not as unique because it's been out for a while. There's been a lot of houses that have been making fragrances that kind of emulate or copy, or not copy, but are inspired by that fragrance, the Baccarat Rouge DNA. There's been a lot of that, and clone houses have gone crazy. I mean, you have Haramain came out with theirs. You have every single, I mean, Latafa with the I am White Rouge and all that stuff. All those fragrances, all those houses made a clone for Baccarat Rouge because it's such a great DNA. And because the fragrance is such an expensive fragrance. I mean, you're looking at a good, $3-4, depending on the size of bottle, you get $300-$500. So the fact that you have this available and it gets as close as it does and it lasts as long as it does is incredible. And we're going to talk about it. So what do you get here? You get saffron and bitter almond. That is the main difference between the Amber Oud Ruby edition and the Amber Oud Rouge edition. The Rouge edition doesn't have the bitter almond. This one has the bitter almond. It also has some Egyptian jasmine. You have some cedar. You have some ambergris, and you have some musk. And the main thing that you also get, it's not listed on here, but Baccarat Rouge and all those, they have ambroxan, and that is what causes that main longevity. I get a lot of ambroxan in this fragrance. I'm sorry, I just keep smelling it. It smells so amazing. It is a unique sweet, cotton candy sweet, but not bubblegum sweet. It's like a cotton candy sweet, but then it has the saffron to kind of bring it down, the bitter almond to bring it down. You have the jasmine to bring it down, and it's just like this very, very elegant sweet fragrance that is perfectly unisex. Men could wear it, women could wear it, and it smells incredible no matter what. It is such a versatile fragrance. I love this fragrance. I literally, this is like one of my 10 out of 10 fragrances. I mean, this bottle right here, this is only like a 2-ounce bottle. Yeah, I think this is a 2-ounce bottle, and I haven't even broken a dent on this thing, and I don't think I ever will. Like this, you spray it a few times, and it's gonna last you all day. I'm talking about 10 to 12 hours I get with this fragrance. So this fragrance is a very long lasting. I sprayed it in one of my coworkers' hand, right? I sprayed it on her hand so she could smell it. She loved it. She went home, she took a shower, she came back to work the next day. She came to me in the morning and she's like, here, look, smell. And I could still smell this fragrance on her hand. And I told her, I was like, you took a shower? And she was like, yeah, I took a shower. I'm like, did you use soap? And she was like, yeah, I used soap. And she was like, yeah, I don't know why. I kept scrubbing and scrubbing, and it just stood there like it wouldn't go away. It is a very strong fragrance. It is a very high quality, strong fragrance. It is no alcohol tinge, no screechiness, nothing. It's very, very well blended. Haramain did a great job with that fragrance. And one of the things, like for example, you have this. This is Amir's. What is this? Super Crush. Amir's Super Crush, and this is a clone of the Mancera's Instant Crush. And Instant Crush has like that DNA, that cotton candy type of sweetness that Baccarat Rouge is known for, except they put a little bit more woods and a little bit more freshness to that fragrance. And this smells incredible. It does smell really good. I don't think that is redundant at all to have both, but that's just an example of one of the niche houses that decided to use that DNA from Baccarat Rouge and make it do their own twist on it, because it's such a popular and different DNA. It's different than all those fresh aquatic type fragrances. This was like, you'll stand out with this fragrance. You know what I mean? In my job, I know that it's a very popular fragrance, and a lot of people know it that are in the community, but an average person doesn't know what Baccarat Rouge 540 is. They probably smelled it before, but they don't know what it is. And I wore it to work, and nobody knew what this was inspired by. They just thought that it smelled incredible. So in my opinion, I love the original. I think that the original, you have to give it props because it's art. But if I could get this fragrance of this high quality for the price that I got it for, I'll get this fragrance all day, every day. I mean, there's no shame in my game. Now, don't get me wrong. If I get a fragrance, a clone that I love so much, I will buy the original version. But if I feel like I could get as the performance and the quality that I get from this, I don't feel like there's a reason for me to buy the original. That's just my opinion. You may think something different, but that's just my 2 cents. But again, this is going to be a nice, like a 9.5 to a 10 out of 10 for me when it comes to ranking this fragrance. It smells incredible. It smells sweet, and it sets you apart from anything else. Okay. It sets you apart from anything else that isn't Baccarat Rouge-ish. You know, all the other fragrances, the woody fragrances, the ambery fragrances, all these other fragrances, they don't smell like Baccarat Rouge. Baccarat Rouge smells like Baccarat Rouge. That's what I'm trying to say. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all. God bless you all. And please like the video. Consider subscribing to the channel if you like this type of content. And leave a comment down below. Have you ever smelled Baccarat Rouge 540? And if you have, what is your favorite clone, in my opinion? Because there's so many clones of Baccarat Rouge, or inspired by fragrances of Baccarat Rouge. Like Instant Crush, that's one of them. What is your favorite inspired by fragrance by Baccarat Rouge? Let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys. But thank you again. I love you all. Take care. God bless you. And I'll see you on the next one.